All right, Ben, if there was any part of us that thought the Texans were just a feel-good story, I think it went away when CJ Stroud posted a damn near perfect passer rating against the best defense in football. We're not surprised. We know he's been great all season, but to put a performance like that on tape in the playoffs against that group, does it elevate your expectation about what the Texans might be capable of in these playoffs? Because I think not very many people had them going beyond the first, maybe the second round, but that looked like a very, very dangerous team on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, Dave, this was kind of my inkling to heading into the postseason, right? I think everyone expected like the Browns to win, even with CJ playing, but I just kept thinking like we as you kind of alluded to as well, like we just know what CJ Stroud has proven to be at this level, and when you have a quarterback of that caliber who, regardless of what's thrown at him, the stakes, the pressure, what he's working with or not working with, you have a great chance to win with a quarterback like him. So whoever they end up facing in the divisional round, you have to have some fear if you're that other team. You just can't really predict where this is going just because of CJ Stroud's greatness. This team has a lot of flaws kind of across the board, like on both sides of the ball, and maybe they're a little young and inexperienced, but just because of Stroud, you can never really count them out in any game. So whether they end up going to Baltimore or whether they end up going to Kansas City, both situations, you know that they're going to be the underdog, and many would expect the Texans to lose, but because of CJ Stroud, you can't count them out because he's proven just too much at this point to count against him.
CJ is incredible. We know that. He makes 6 throws every game day that there's only 3 people on earth that can do that. But aside from his talent, I was struck by the job that Houston offensive coordinator Bobby Slowik did against Cleveland. Like I said, Stroud made some incredible plays, but there were also some beautifully schemed looks in this game. You know, the 76-yard touchdown untouched by Brevin Jordan. Yeah, just stuff like that makes you say, holy cow, I did the math on this. 358 yards on just 38 plays when the starters were in and the Texans were still trying. I mean, that's a first down per snap against this mighty Cleveland defense. We know Bobby Slowik is a name in coaching searching circles. How much did you see this as an audition? I mean, how impressed must teams with coaching vacancies be by the job he's done?
Yeah, that was one hell of a audition, right? Like in the playoffs, the #1 defense in the NFL, just elite, even historically great, according to some measures in terms of pass defense, and to really just constantly attack the pass defense, right? Like most of the Texans' damage was done via pass, particularly in that first half. They had completions of 76, 37, 27, 20. Like it was just insane. And I know CJ spoke post game about that aggressiveness that Bobby wanted the offense to play with, wanting to dial up these shots, not having any fear against this elite secondary that the Browns have. And so I think that says a lot about Bobby Slowik, just in terms of his confidence, the aggression that he can dial up. And then I think something we've seen throughout the year is just how he's empowered CJ, right? Like Bobby isn't responsible for CJ, right? Like for how great he is, but I think in the way he's empowered him and trusted him and trusted his insight at times. I think especially early in the year, just really wanting to hear CJ's feedback on certain things and how CJ was feeling. Like we don't always see coordinators have so much confidence, especially early on in rookie quarterbacks, regardless of the talent. And so I think that foundation for them to be in sync as they were on Saturday, that blueprint was laid early in the year. And so you can look at the play calling, you can look at that aggression as I spoke about, but really building that trust and that ultimate confidence in a quarterback who came in kind of unproven despite the talent, and to really empower him to continue to do what he's done, I think speaks highly about him. And I know that's something that these teams with head coaching vacancies are looking at as well, because it's not only about like how smart you are, like how you can scheme these guys up, but how do you maybe empower the players that you coach? How much do you instill confidence in those guys? And I think Bobby has shown that throughout the season.